Hello, today we're going to look at linear conversion. We're going to look at sharing money into a ratio, recall direct proportion, and apply direct proportion to converting between units. For the do now, there's two questions on the board, similar to last lesson, so have a look back at your notes for that, or look at the video. Can you write down the question and have a go at dividing the amount into that ratio? Pause the video while you have a go and press play when you're ready to see the answer. Okay, the answers are on the screen. So for question 1 you should have got £24 and 36, and question 2 you should have got £90 and 80. So the outcomes for today, I've already read those at the start of the video. You can pause the video and have another read if you want to. And for the starter, again, can you write down the question that's on the screen? Look back at the video, look back at your notes if you need to. Pause the video while you have a go at this and press play when you're ready to see the answer. Question 1 you should have got 30, 60 and 150. Question 2 you should have got 20, 100 and 200. Example number 1. If £1 is worth 9 French francs, convert part A £22 to French francs, part B 45 French francs to pounds, and part C 100 French francs to pounds. So let's start off with part A. So in the question we're told that £1 is worth 9 French francs, and we need to convert £22 into French francs. For every pound we get 9 French francs, so we need to take this number 22 and multiply it by 9. You can use your calculator for this if you want to. And our answer, 198 French francs. Part B. Now we need to convert 45 French francs into pounds. So before, what we could do is just take this number and multiply by 9. But this time, instead of going from pounds to French francs, we're actually going back the other way. So we're starting with our French francs and going back to pounds. So what we need to do is find out how many pounds 1 French franc is worth. And we've got 9 French francs. We need to find out how much 1 is worth. So we divide that by 9. And we also need to divide the £1 by 9. And we can write that as a fraction. So 1 French franc is 1 over 9 pounds. So going back the other way, we use what we call the reciprocal of 9, and that will just be 1 over 9. And this will become familiar because we're always going to use 1 over something, and it'll be this number here when we're going back the other way. Now that we've found our reciprocal, which is our fraction 1 over 9, we can multiply 45 by 1 over 9, and we get £5. Again, you can use your calculator for this if you want to. Part C. It's another question where we're going from French francs back into pounds. So we're going back the opposite way. Convert 100 French francs to pounds. So again, we need to find the reciprocal of this. So instead of 9, it's going to be 1/9. And this time we're going to do 100 multiplied by 1/9. That's going to be £11 and 1/9, and because we're talking about money, we can say it's £11 and 11. So this fraction will be a recurring decimal. This decimal will go on forever. But when we're talking about money, we always can only have a maximum of 2 decimal places. So £11 11 to the nearest pence. Example number 2. Use the fact that 1 foot is approximately 30 centimeters to convert A. 8 feet to centimeters, B. 50 centimeters to feet, C. 195 centimeters to feet. So, part A. It's asking us to go from 8 feet to centimeters. So we're going from feet to centimeters. So this is the direction that it's given us in our question. And all we need to do is multiply 8 by 30, which would be 240. We already knew that 1 foot was 30, so to get 8 feet, we'll do 8 multiplied by 30. We've got 8 lots of those 30. Part B, 50 centimeters to feet. So this time we're going in the opposite direction. We're starting with centimeters and we want to get to feet. And again, we need to use the reciprocal of 30. And what that will look like is 1/30. So our reciprocal is always going to be 1 over whatever number is in our question. 1 centimeter equals 1/30 feet. And now again, we can multiply 1/30 by 50. 50 multiplied by 1/30. Again, use your calculator. It's going to be a little bit tricky to do on paper. 50/30, 1 2/3 feet. It's really up to you if you leave your answer as a fraction or a decimal. It doesn't really matter too much. So I'm going to leave this as a fraction. It'll be a little bit easier just to keep that all together. We don't have to deal with rounding. 1 2/3 feet. Part C, 195 centimeters to feet. Again, we're going in this same direction of centimeters to feet, centimeters to feet. So we need to use our reciprocal again. The reciprocal of 30 is 1/30. 195 multiplied by 1/30. And again, use your calculator. 6 1/2 feet. Example number 3. If £1 is worth $1.60, convert part A, £15 to dollars, part B, $8 to pounds. So part A, we want to convert £15 to dollars, and in our question it gives us pounds to dollars, so we can use this straight away. We can do 15 multiplied by $1.60. Again, use your calculator. If you've got one on a phone, you can go onto Google, just Google calculator, do something like that. And we get $24. Part B, $8 to pounds. So this is going in the opposite direction. In the question it gives us £1 is worth $1.60, is going this way. But we want to go from dollars to pounds. So we need to use the reciprocal. The reciprocal of $1.60 is 1 over 1.60. It's always 1 over and our amount. Normally in fractions we won't have decimals, but just because we're talking about conversion and we're going to get a final answer in money, it's okay. We can have a decimal in our fraction in this case. So again, use the reciprocal 1 over, and it's 1 over $1.60 from our question. And we can use that and the question, so we need to do 8 multiplied by 1 over $1.60. All that they've done here on this working out, like I said, we don't normally have decimals in our fraction. So they've just multiplied the top and bottom by 10 to get 10 over 16. It doesn't matter too much in terms of getting your final answer. You could have just written 8 multiplied by 1 over 1.60 and you would have got the same answer. So let me just put this. So we could have just left it at that and we could have got our same answer if we did 8 multiplied by 1 over 1.60. That's fine to get our final answer. All that they've done on this example is just taken out that decimal place by multiplying by 10. But for the purposes of this, you can leave it like that to get your answer. 8 multiplied by 1 over 1.6, we get £5. That's it for the examples. The next slide is going to be some practice questions. Here's the first set of questions. Pause the video while you have a go and press play when you're ready to see the next set of questions. The last 2 questions on the next slide is going to be the answers. Here's the answers. Mark the ones that you've done, and that's it for this video.